Item number SCP-5378. Index: Eternal Sunshine of the Spotted Beetles. Object Class: Neutralized. Special Containment Procedures: SCP-5378-A and SCP-5378-B were kept in a small enclosure with soil, rocks, and various flora. They were fed 4 raisins per day and had their container cleaned every week. Image: SCP-5378-A and SCP-5378-B. Description: SCP-5378 is the designation for 2 sapient ladybird beetles commonly known as ladybugs, which are referred to as SCP-5378-A and SCP-5378-B. Both instances constructed miniaturized versions of man-made structures and objects using natural materials such as leaves, rocks, and dirt. Addendum 1. Below is a list of every recorded structure built by SCP-5378-A and SCP-5378-B, as well as the context of their creation. Structure created: a small tent comprised of 2 propped-up rose leaves. Context: SCP-5378-A and SCP-5378-B had just been contained. Structure created: a sleeping bag made of leaf petioles sewn together. Context: SCP-5378-A and SCP-5378-B appear to sleep together within the sleeping bag for 8 hours. Structure created: a separate sleeping bag. Context: after climbing around the enclosure in what is assumed to be an escape attempt, SCP-5378-A and SCP-5378-B meet outside the tent. They start making harsh buzzing noises at each other. After the altercation, SCP-5378-A makes its own sleeping bag. Structure created: 2 two-story cabins. Context: probably a result of the former incident. Structure created: a letter etched onto a wood chip. Context: after 9 months since the cabins were created, SCP-5378-A gives the letter to SCP-5378-B at its doorstep. Structure created: a bench made of twigs held together by twine. Context: SCP-5378-B slowly walks out of its cabin towards SCP-5378-A's cabin. It taps on the door. When SCP-5378-A comes out, they build the bench and sit next to each other. After an altercation consisting of quiet buzzes, they touch their forelimbs together. Structure created: a heart. Context: SCP-5378-A and SCP-5378-B combine 2 leaves into the shape of a heart on the enclosure floor. They both lay in the middle of the heart sideways, holding each other's limbs. After SCP-5378-A and SCP-5378-B were observed to be unmoving for several hours, they were removed from their enclosure. It was confirmed that SCP-5378-A and SCP-5378-B had expired, most likely due to old age. Addendum 2. Below is the letter mentioned in Addendum 1. It was put under a microscope for comprehensiveness. Hello, my sweet Rose. My limbs are aching, and the world around me spins uncontrollably. I think this is the end. I'm sorry about the altercation we had long ago. Our jailing here wasn't your fault, and I should have been less harsh. Without you, I have been mournful. I miss your touch and the fluttering of your wings ringing through my ears. I miss traversing through the blue skies with you at my side. Wherever we were, you made it all the better. I figured since we are taking our last breaths, we might as well take them together. We shouldn't have to die in isolation, please. Let's talk. Sincerely, Harold.